Have you ever had a very, very special friend? Maybe even a pet? Well, today we're going to hear a wonderful story about a man named Gavin and his best friend, who wasn't a dog or a cat, but a super cute otter named Mijbil. It's a story all about a surprising and beautiful friendship. Ooh, listen to this. The man who wrote the story, Gavin, said that when a special sack opened, a whole new adventure started in his life. An adventure that never, ever ended. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? What could possibly be inside that wiggling, jiggling sack? You see, our story begins with Gavin feeling a little bit sad and lonely, and his idea to find a new friend would take him on a big, big journey all the way from his home in Scotland to a faraway place called Iraq. So Gavin lived in a cozy little cottage, but he was feeling very lonely. His sweet dog Johnny was gone, and he was too sad to get another puppy. But he missed having a friend to play with. So he had a funny, wonderful idea. He thought, instead of a dog, I'll get an otter. And so his adventure for a new friend takes him all the way to Iraq. And this is where the mystery really begins. With a sack. A very mysterious sack. Just imagine. Gavin's friends came to visit and they brought a big sack with them. And the sack wasn't still. Oh no, it wiggled and it jiggled and it squirmed all over the floor. There was definitely something alive inside. What do you think was inside? Was it a kitten? A puppy? Something else? It's a big secret. Are you ready to find out? And when the sack was opened, wow, out came a creature that looked like a tiny little dragon from a fairy tale. Can you believe it? It wasn't a scary dragon, of course. It was a cute, playful, amazing little otter. And his name was Mijbil. So now Gavin has his new friend, his little dragon, Mijbil. But how do you get an otter from Iraq all the way to London? Well, you take him on an airplane. And oh my goodness, it was one of the silliest, funniest airplane rides ever. The plan seemed easy. Just put Mijbil in a special box and take him on the plane. Simple, right? But do you think a playful, curious little otter likes to stay inside a box for very long? I don't think so. Pop! Just like that, Midge was out of the box. And then, zoom! He was running super fast all through the airplane. A little otter on the loose. Oh dear, a lady who had never seen an otter before stood up on her chair and shouted, "A rat! A rat!" But he's not a rat, is he? No way! He's just a friendly little otter playing a game of chase. It was so funny. People were shrieking, and Gavin tried to catch Mijbil's little tail, but he missed. Whoops! He fell right over and got his face all covered in yummy yellow curry. What a mess. But a very nice lady who worked on the plane said she would help find the little guy. But you know what? After all that silly running around, something so sweet happened. Mijbil stopped playing and came right back to Gavin, all by himself. He hopped onto his lap and gave him lots of little cuddles and kisses on his face. Ah, he really loved his friend. Hooray! They finally made it to London. But the adventure wasn't over. Not at all. Now it was time for a little otter to explore a great big city. This is my favorite part. The people in London would see Mijbil and say, "What is that?" They made so many funny guesses. Someone thought he was a baby seal. Someone else thought he was a squirrel. Can you believe it? They even guessed he was a beaver, a bear cub, or a hippo. A hippo! That's so silly. They just didn't know he was a very special otter. All of these funny adventures are really part of a bigger story. The story of how a man and an otter became the bestest friends in the whole wide world. You know, Gavin said that otters have a special kind of magic. Once you get to know one and love one, it's like a happy spell. You just can't stop thinking about how wonderful and playful they are. And anyone who has ever been friends with an otter feels the exact same way. And here is the most amazing secret of all. It turns out Mijbil was a new kind of otter that no one had ever discovered before. He was the first one. And because Gavin shared him with the world, the smart scientists decided to name that kind of otter after him. Mijbil became, forever and ever, Maxwell's otter. Isn't that just incredible? The story of Mijbil shows us that friends can be anyone, or anything. They don't have to look just like us. A special friend, even one with fur and a tail, can fill our lives with love and the most amazing adventures.